Hello, Pisces Sun, Sagittarius Rising. It is time for your year ahead reading. This reading will be effective from March 2025 to February 2026. Let's start off with a little bit of astrology. Now, with that Sagittarius Rising, which is a mutable fire sign, you may seem like somebody who just lives to the beat of their own drum in a way, right? You enjoy interacting with people some of the time, you like being alone some of the time. You can seem or give the perception that you're ghosting people, but you are just following your own muse in life. You still have the fire, the passion. You are always chasing the action, going out for the new adventure, exploring the world in general. You may have give the impression to people that you have wanderlust or that you're always going off on some vacation, which is probably true, or off exploring something. You're always up for that last minute trip. The one most likely to say yes with a day's notice. Let's go out of town this weekend. Now, that said, that's your rising. With Sagittarius as your rising, that means your sun is most likely in the fourth house. Not in all cases, but most likely. The fourth house is about family, ancestry. And with your mutable water sign there, very emotive, you have a strong attachment or strong feelings, one way or the other, about your family and maybe even about your ancestry. I feel like a lot of you may be more attached or more intrigued by the ancestry piece, or you just could have a very strong connection, especially with your mother here in this house. They're, if they're, it's like a 50-50 thing here. I'm feeling somewhere you had the great support and you're still connected with your mother or the home, it's the home in some way. You go there frequently, visit on the weekends if you're out of the house or maybe you're still living there, but you always know you can count on that. That is your home base. For others where maybe the blood family wasn't too close, you have that with something or somebody, a place or something where you have that connection. You have built that emotionally for yourself as so that you have that feeling of home. So you have that feeling of belonging with your maid family, which is going to be something that's important to you. And that's where you feel like you can be the most just you. Whatever happens, you can just be you. All right. Excuse me. Let's get into your cards. Now, when I pull these, I just label them 1 through 12. And that's just for my own peace of mind, so I'm not saying the wrong months in different readings. So card 1 for you is going to be March 2025. So keep that in mind. And then I'll pull one card per month. I think I've already said that, but why not repeat? And I'm not doing reversals. Clearly I spun some around here. Yeah, I did. Okay. So months 1 through 6. These were laying nice and flat the other day. And now they're a little bowed again, which makes them fly all over. They're squirrely. All right. So there is one card per month. And then on the back of the deck for an extra message or theme for the year, we have the 7 of Wands. So this is a year where you may be, based on the 7 of Wands here, you may be protecting your space or learning to protect your space, to set boundaries, to, if people keep coming at you to do things, to help them with things, and you can't, so much so that you don't have time to focus on your own life, on your own needs, you're going to need to say, no, absolutely not. Or, I do not have time right now. I need to focus on this. You can come back to me at this time, but not before, and I will consider it then, depending on what is going on in my life. But there is a need here to start doing that. Start defending your space, standing up for yourself in that way, and stop taking on or agreeing to all the different things. For your own peace of mind, for your own sanity, it is okay to say no. May feel awkward at first, but you'll get the hang of it. It's a necessary for growth. All right, now let's look into these cards one by one. We're starting off here in month 1 with the 3 of Wands. Three of Wands indicates you've put a plan in motion and now you're waiting for some results to come in. You're waiting to see what happens as a result of those plans, of something that you did. There can be a sense of anticipation, being on the edge of your seat a little bit, feeling like maybe it's taking longer than you would expect it to, but you will see results. You just have to be patient because something is coming. So here for March 2025, there is that sense of, all right, I'm waiting for my ship to come in now. I put the order in, and now I'm waiting for the packages to arrive. Maybe there's a delay or something like that, and that's what's got you a little bit on the edge of your seat because you're anticipating this. You're looking forward to this. So that's where you're at here in March. In month 2, we have the Ace of Cups. Aces are starters, beginnings, a fresh start, initiation, taking the first step, taking charge in a way. And cups are about our emotions. So there is some sort of new emotional impact or emotional tie to something. Feeling like it's tied to this. Maybe this is when you're like, okay, I'm going to take the initiative here to take charge and set the parameters and boundaries that we'll need to abide by. So how would I go about doing that? How am I going to work that? This feeling of confidence and firmness within you. It's like new to you. This is a new feeling, a new experience for you, but it feels good, it feels right, and you're ready to not be less emotional or not cry about it, not get to the high end, not be triggered emotionally here, but you just feel confident and it feels right to you that this is the path you need to take. And then in month 3, we have the Blasted Tower, and maybe you needed to get to that point of feeling confident and being able to get this started on your own, because something in month 3 is just going to come crashing to the ground. It's going to be removed from your life. So this could have to do with a relationship. It could have to do with finances. It could have to do with work. It could have to do with many different areas of life. But something that maybe you think it's working. Maybe you think if I just keep patching it, if I just keep putting a Band-Aid on it, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But it is not fine. And the universe will remove it from your path because it's impeding you. It is in your way. You can't move on as long as this is there. So it will tear it down one way or another. It's going to be quick, much quicker than you would anticipate. It's going to be a little shocking as it happens. Like I didn't really see this coming this way. That's the kind of vibe we have here. But the intent is that you can keep moving forward now. You don't have this weighing you down, holding you back, keeping you stuck in place. You're free now to utilize this energy in even bigger ways than you anticipated. This is necessary for your success. In the moment, it may not feel like it, but once you get a few weeks past it, you'll start to see. And there's a couple, you could try to rebuild it, but you'll need to start from scratch, build a really strong foundation before you do anything else, if you want to do that. The other option is just to know, I don't want that in my life now. We're going to leave it out, and I'm going to move forward and build something new, something different. I'm going to focus on a different area, something that I want, that fulfills me, that suits my purpose or my sense of purpose. So, in month 3, see, I almost said March, that's why I labeled them 1 through 12. In month 3, the way is cleared. In month 4, we have the King of Swords. So court cards can indicate other people in our lives or bigger influences in that month with somebody else. A king, masculine energy, definitely very authoritative, leadership vibe. Swords is an air element, so this is going to be about communication, planning, facts, logic, the numbers. This is somebody who's very focused on that. They don't care about how you're feeling about things. This could be like a lawyer or somebody in the legal system. For some reason, that's popping forward more than I would usually say, like a planner or something like that. This feels like maybe having to do with a lawyer or the legal system and making sure all the paperwork is in order. So it's very dry, it's very focused, and they don't care about how you feel about things or what the emotions are involved in whatever this is. They're focused on making sure everything is signed appropriately, completely understood. If you have questions or have doubts on anything, ask them. That is what they are there for. That is what they like. They like to answer questions. They like to make sure the communication is clear and everybody is on the same page. So as you're going through this, even if you're having some high emotional moments, ask the questions. They will be happy to provide the answers. And then in month 5, we have the Hierophant. So this is another kind of a leader vibe, but this is somebody who um, takes on the role of like a professor or a teacher or somebody who has something to, some knowledge to partake, to show you, to gift you. As long as you're willing to listen, to pay attention, and to take notes. So this feels like an authority, related a little bit to whatever has happening here in month 4. This is like maybe another step. It could be a judge too, but they're letting you know what the law is or what the basics are. What are the basics? These are the rules. These are the regulations. These are the things you must abide by. You can work within that to put your spin on things, but these things must be done, and they must be done in this order, and they must be done by this date. So getting you the broad picture, and then you can work within that space as you need to. But it's really important that you pay attention here, and again, ask the questions. Together, these people can help you find the answers, but if you don't ask, they don't know that you don't understand. So be an advocate for yourself. That even brings this into defending your space. Means advocating for yourself. So be your own advocate here. You are your number one priority. Period. If you're not taking care of yourself, you can't take care of anyone else. So you have to put yourself first. And then in month 6, we have the 9 of Swords. So this is going to be a tougher month. This is a month of some anxiety, of insomnia, of nightmares, being unable to sleep, being unable to rest because your mind is just going a mile a minute. You're so focused on what might happen that you can't be present. You can't calm yourself down. So plan ahead if you can from this point forward for coping mechanisms if you get into that kind of a spiral. So try to plan ahead for those bad days. What could that look like? Anything that gets you back to the present moment and gets your eyes off of the possibilities of things that have not even happened yet. Trying to predict the future. You can't. You don't know what's going to come. You don't know everything that's at play. All you can do is focus on yourself in this moment where you're at right now. Are you sitting at a table? Are you walking around the room? What's in the room where you are now? For you, maybe interacting with water in some way may even help. I'm not a water sign, but I do have this bowl of water next to my reading area, which can help you ground yourself, get you in touch with that element. Feel how the water, pay attention to how the water feels on your fingers or your hands. Is it cold? Is it warm? Things like that, just to help bring you back to the present and calm your nervous system down. And then do something active too, if you can, to release that energy so you're not holding on to it, so it's not pent up in your body. Like pounding on the mattress. Going for a run or a quick walk or doing something physical, again, in some way, to release that energy so that you can calm down and keep your focus and be present on what is happening right now. That's what you'll need to do. And then down here, it's interesting, all of this is leading up here to this Justice card. Down here in month 7, we have the Justice card, which is another major arcana card. It can also be known as karma, but it is indicating that the scales of justice will be balanced. Things will be resolved one way or another. There may be compromise involved here, more than maybe you want to make, but it will benefit you in the long term to have this done and settled and over so that you can breathe. You know that it's done. You know you won't have to deal with it anymore. It's not hanging over your head. It's not lurking out there waiting for the next thing and then the next thing and then the next thing. This is it. This is it. It's done. Sign those papers. Get any compromises you need in there. Again, talk to these people if you need help in determining what to do. This is the month that you can bring this to a conclusion so that you can move forward. Whatever the outcome is, it's not hanging over you anymore, is the vibe I'm getting. You don't have it weighing you down because it's done. You know what to do now. After that point, you'll know what to do. So this is a month where there could be some tension as you're waiting for that final judgment or whatever it is to come through. And there may be some nervous energy you need to work off as you're waiting for that. But once that comes in and everything is signed and sealed and delivered, there is such a sense of relief and lightness. You may be a little giddy. You may cry even, and just to release that kind of energy. Crying too is actually good for you because it releases that energy and brings those tears out, which brings that energy out with it. Okay, anyway, back to this. Justice. Yeah, you'll get a conclusion. You'll be able to move forward. And you'll be okay with the decision. You may even be very happy with it. I think the biggest thing for you, though, is just going to be, it's done. It's done. Justice has been served. I'm moving on now with my life kind of vibe. And then in month 8, we have the Empress. I love this card. It's about creativity. It's about flow. The Empress, the mother of the tarot. Mothers are creators, the ultimate creators, right? It's about harvest. It is about abundance. It is about creating and nurturing your life, making it into something that works for you and is uniquely you. This could even be a month where you're focusing on creative projects and things like that. Maybe after all that tension from this, whatever's been going on here is released, now you have this big push of creative energy. And you're just painting or crocheting or writing speeches or whatever it is that works for you. Playing with your own tarot cards again, if you were ever played with those. But you're letting your energy calm down and soothing and just a sense of play, a definite creative burst of energy here. And focusing on what you want to build for your future going forward. Setting the foundations for that going forward. Now that you have the freedom, it feels like, to do this. And then we have the Knight of Cups here. So another court card, this time in cups. So emotions and intuition. But the Knight of Cups, and knights in general for me, they're about getting experience, right? They went and they got the degree, they read the book, whatever. They know in theory what they should be doing or how to do something, but they don't have any practical experience yet. So they're all about going out there and experiencing life, learning how to use that knowledge in a practical way in real life situations. So they stumble about a little bit, they make mistakes as they go, but they learn and they grow. Eventually, they make their way up to Queen and then King. Knight of Cups, this is somebody, so it's a more masculine energy, but it's somebody who can be very flirty. They are not there for permanence. They are there to experience. So this could be a very short-term relationship, somebody you're flirting with in a way or a lot maybe this month, but they're not ready for commitment. This isn't somebody who wants to commit. This is somebody who is still exploring life and figuring out what works for them and what doesn't. So if you encounter this person, have fun, but don't expect more than that out of it. Enjoy yourself. That just might be light flirting. This might be a friend of yours that you know who's kind of that kind of a vibe, and you guys are just going out. Maybe this is a month you're just going out with the crew, with the girls, with the guys, and like every weekend or whatever it is, more than you usually would, to celebrate, dance, have fun, and just enjoy every moment. But it's not going to be a long-lasting thing, at least not for you. They will probably continue on with the partying. For you, this is another form of release and bringing yourself back to you kind of vibe. And having fun, because why not? And then in month 10, that was 9. In month 10, we have the High Priestess. Now this is you coming back kind of into your own. The High Priestess, definitely intuitive. In touch with the moon, in touch with her soul, with her spirit. very much in more of self-reflection and going within to find your calm space and connect with that and bring together all of you in one space there. So mind, body, and soul kind of merging together in harmony, in a meditative type thing, or maybe if you're Catholic, like doing the rosary, getting in kind of into a sort of meditative type of state where it is very relaxing, very calming, and to you feels like your own personal home within. And this may end up being a regular practice for you going forward, because this is another major arcana card, so it could shift your behaviors or how you do things. But other people may even notice that you are much more calm and centered than you've been in a while. And when you're calm and centered, those around you respond to that in a very positive way. And then in month 11, we have the Queen of Cups. So another court card, this time in the cups. Well, so is the Knight. Now we have the Queen. Still kind of a leader vibe, but feminine energy, more nurturing. They know what they're doing. They know what they want. They're very confident in what it is that they do. So this could be somebody who is kind of a spiritual leader. I'm feeling spiritual leader here more than anything. So maybe you're going to some meditation classes or something like that here too, or getting in touch with the local community and whatever type of spiritual development you have or you crave. But this person really understands how our emotions impact us energetically. Maybe this even has to do with Reiki in some way that's coming forward, or energy healing of some type. This is somebody you're going to be working with in this month that has that kind of an energy. This could be a priest, it could be a community leader, someone in your church or someone in your community that offers these spiritual services. And they do it without judgment or expectation. They want to help people heal and recover and feel whole and seen. So it's a good energy to be around and a good source of support as you're moving forward. And then in month 12, we have the Two of Wands. Now it's time to plan. The Two of Wands is about making decisions on something you want to do that you're passionate about. My easy way to look at this one is it's a form, if you're planning a trip, where do you want to go? How do you want to get there? Do you want to go on your own, or do you want to bring people? All these decisions, this planning, this brainstorming, coming up with all these different things that you want to do. And then you decide on what you actually want, so you can put that plan in motion. So it's a two. There are decisions, but it's wands, it's fire element. So it's going to be about something you're passionate about, that you feel excited about. This could even have to do with maybe there is some classes or other things you're thinking that you want here. So you're planning that. How can I work those into my schedule? How can I plan around that? So, because I really want to focus more in on this. So you're coming up with a plan so that you can make it happen. So you can thrive where you are now, or at least at that point in time. All right, that is what I have for you, Pisces Sun, Sagittarius Rising, for your year ahead. Please hit that like button. Please share this with others. Please comment below to let me know if this resonated with you or not. And please subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.